All right, strap in and welcome to the co-pilot's cockpit. Think of this as your personal flight school, a masterclass where we're going to hand you the keys and show you how to command ChatGPT to totally transform the way you work.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. On this AI journey, are you just a passenger, kind of hoping you end up somewhere useful? Or are you the pilot, in the command seat, charting your own course and making things happen? Because today, we are putting you firmly in control.
Consider this your official flight manual. We're going to go through every dial, every switch, every single control in this cockpit. By the end, you'll be a confident operator who knows exactly how to command this incredible machine to achieve, well, pretty much anything you can think of.
So here's our flight plan. First, we're going to define our mission, making that leap from passenger to pilot. Then we'll get you familiar with the AI cockpit. After that, it's all about crafting crystal clear commands. Then we'll get into the advanced engines and tools, and finally, show you how to build your very own custom fleet. Let's get this thing off the ground.
Okay, first things first, let's get you acquainted with your new office. Every great pilot knows their machine inside and out, so we're starting with a full tour of the AI cockpit and its core interface. What you're looking at right here, this is your main viewport. This dashboard is your command center. Everything you need, every key control we're about to talk about, is right here at your fingertips. So let's break down the most essential instruments.
You see where you can switch between models? Think of that as your engine select. Just like a pilot chooses a different engine configuration for speed or for power, you're going to choose a model based on the job at hand. We'll get into the specifics of those in a bit.
Now, down at the bottom, that is the most important instrument you have, your primary input. It's not just some text box, no. It's your direct comms link to your AI co-pilot. This is where you, the pilot, issue your commands. And over on the left, that's your flight log and your hangar. The flight log, well, it's exactly what it sounds like, a record of all your past missions and conversations. And the hangar is where you keep your custom-built tools and projects ready for takeoff. Okay, so you know the layout of the cockpit, but a plane is useless if you can't tell it where to go, right? So now it's time to master the single most critical skill of any pilot, communication. Let's dive into crafting clear commands.
And this right here says it all. I mean, just look at the difference. A vague, mushy command gets you a generic, pretty useless response. It's noise. But on the other side, a specific, well-structured command gets you a precise, actionable result. That is the difference we're talking about.
So how do you get that kind of clarity? It really boils down to 3 simple rules. 1, clarity is absolutely key. Be specific, give it context, tell it what not to do. 2, assign it a role. Tell the AI who you want it to be. Start with, you are an expert marketer, or you are a senior software developer. And 3, structure your data. Use things like quotes or tags to clearly separate your instructions from the actual content you want it to work with. Now that you know how to talk the talk, let's head down to the engine room. It's time to learn how to select the right engine for the mission and start flipping the switches on some of the more advanced tools in your arsenal. You've got a few core engines to pick from. Your go-to is going to be GPT-4o. That's your all-rounder. It's the perfect balance of speed and smarts for most things. Then, you've got your specialist models for really complex problem solving. And of course, you've got engines that are purpose-built for things like coding and generating visuals. It's all about picking the right tool for the job. And get this, your comms aren't just limited to text. You can literally feed your mission documents directly to the AI. We're talking PDFs, spreadsheets, you name it. You can also go completely hands-free with your voice, either dictating a prompt or having a full-blown back-and-forth conversation.
All right, let's flip on some of those advanced instruments. The search tool is like giving your AI co-pilot a live data feed to the internet. It pulls in up-to-the-minute information, so you know you're always working with the latest intel.
But sometimes a quick search isn't enough. For those missions that need a really deep dive, you engage deep research. This is a much more powerful scanner that does comprehensive analysis and even gives you sourced information from all over the web.
Your cockpit also has a pretty amazing creative tool. When you activate Create Image, you're tapping right into the DALL-E engine. You can just describe any image, diagram, or illustration you need for your project, and your AI co-pilot will generate it for you right on the spot.
Okay, so you've officially mastered the standard issue craft. The final stage of your pilot training is all about customization. It's time to learn how to tailor your cockpit to your exact specifications and even build out an entire fleet of specialized AI assistants. You basically got 2 ways to do this. On one side, you can set standing orders using custom instructions. This is where you tell ChatGPT about your role, your preferences, and how you like things formatted, and it remembers that for every future mission. But then, you can go even bigger and build a whole fleet of assistants by creating your own custom GPTs, each one trained on specific knowledge for a very specific job.
And as your missions get more and more complex, you're going to need to stay organized. That's where Projects comes in. This feature is a game changer. It lets you group all your related chats, files, and resources into one clean, cohesive workspace. Think of it as your digital mission folder.
And that's it. Your training is complete. You have the controls. You've toured the cockpit. You know the instruments. You've mastered the commands. This incredible engine is yours to direct, and your workflow is officially ready for a major upgrade. So, roll out.
So now, with the full power of the cockpit right at your fingertips and a transformed workflow ahead of you, there's really only one question left to ask. What are you going to build first?